My point.
Let me drop this. Let me drop this. Don't also forget that this nurse that the police are saying is a quack nurse also mentioned, some people are saying it about that, she came in and said the guy fainted, that they were pouring water on him, and they told her, oh, he do faint sometimes. So a lot of things have been happening to the guy, people don't know. So that for me, I can link it with you have been killing this guy small before
exactly now. My point. That
and she continued to say he don't die, Tete.
That is exactly where I'm coming to. So now, if she has been spoon feeding this guy, it practically means that 90% of what she said concerning the guy being hallucinating might be true. However, since Mohbad was not born with developmental disabilities, it is very obvious that they've been feeding him with psychotic medication, which now led him to hallucinating. If anybody is born normal, he or she can never hallucinate. It is only when somebody starts taking strong medications like hard drugs like crack, cocaine, and all those things, it will gradually start leading the person into not just depression, not just having psychological trauma or mental torture, but also this very hallucinating that you just spoke about. So that brings back to the old point. Who was Mohbad's doctor? They should check his medical record, and if he had a doctor in Nigeria, it will be very easy for the doctor to have seen the traces of psychotic medication in his body, which is hard drugs, and which will now require a total different ball game entirely to start giving him antipsychotic med. And it takes only the grace of God for somebody to come out from this issue.
Exactly.
From this hallucination.
Like justice for Mohbad.
Yeah. You know why I try to link this out? Number one, a lot of people have come out that, Wumi did not do anything to him. When they were together, she will protect him. She wants to make sure he's okay. No wahala. But Wumi, from her statement, continuously have said, when you ask her what killed your husband, he don't die, Tete. How did she know that he don't die, Tete? Is she a doctor? It means she knows something that they've been feeding that guy. Exactly. And they talk about something about Indomie too, that they've been giving to this guy, that they know one day this guy go back. But people are not thinking that deep to understand this. So either way she turned, even with this one that I've said, you will not put it to her that she killed him, but we will talk about conspiracy and involvement in giving someone unprescribed medication for a long period of time.
Exactly.
That is a criminal offense. That was what Michael Jackson's lawyer, part of what he went to jail for.
Exactly.
There was this musician in Britain too. The lady died. She had depression. That is this drug that they gave her that eventually made her to die. Because all these mental health drugs, some have some implication. They have some side effects. So for me, the way I'm just thinking is, whether you throw it up, you throw it down, you throw it anywhere, that is reason for one to believe that some things were not right.
Yes.
Some things were not right. And people around Mohbad were negligent of a number of things. That for me is just a fact.
Guys,
you see that,
but not just all of us just talking about they say no. Even if police were investigating, they will think like that too. What could have happened? They are
just that
things
that what they're trying to say for that. For most psychosis, what Karimo said was like since he got hit by the gunboat after his confrontation with the NDLEA. And he began to like experience some kind of maybe head injuries like that, and she had to prescribe some drugs for him as a result of the encounter with NDLEA. So that was very much said as a result of the.
Why would Karimo be the one to prescribe drugs for Mohbad?
Fatman, let me ask this question: what is the timeline when Mohbad had problem with NDA till when he died. So what drugs have these people been giving him? You know, there was one of these videos that they said he said his blood pressure is high, that is a small boy, now he have blood pressure, a number of things. You see, what I'm just trying to say is this. When people talk,
I'm still waiting for you to finish. I want to say something.
Okay. What I'm just trying to say is this. When people talk, in homicide cases, you don't think in one direction.
Yeah.
You think in 1001 direction.
Yeah.
Picking words from people and creating a scenario. Somehow, one of it, when you probe it deeply, we give you the answer. And that is how you solve homicide. Homicide is not sorted or treated with hearsay. Talking, shaking for yourself, is never solved like that. If you find anyone and you can create a good scenario and get evidential material that will substantiate it, then you are going on a true path. So either way, we just have to think critically. And if you want to seek justice, justice for Mohbad is not just justice for the Aloba family.
No.
It's the justice for everybody
Mohbad
and the society to be a better place.
Yeah.
So for us to get that justice, we must ensure that there is better thinking.
Right track.
Whenever we have opinion that the result coming from this place might not
be genuine,
be coming out well, let us look other opinions, other opportunity that we might get it. And that is what I'm saying about the autopsy. If we feel government is kind of complicit, we have room. The family have room to request for private one, and they will bring the result too. So we check with the one government have, so that at the end of the day, for example, let's look for example the toxicology report of the government and the autopsy report, and there is a private one sanctioned by the family, and they compare it and it's the same. Everybody will accept that fact because we will not say government is complicit. We will rest on that matter. We will look to another place. But if we don't rest on matters, even if they give judgment on that case, people will still be saying we no go
even
gree.
Nigerian government,
because we've not been able to satisfy the curiosity of people's mind. And I think that is how society should move forward. My opinion anyway, it shouldn't be for everybody. Some people might find a different way. It shouldn't be for everybody. Just my opinion.
For the mature
You spoke it very nicely.
justice for Mohbad, my people. Make una share.
Can I talk now?
Wumi, people dey see
Aristo.
road o.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Thank God. What you said, that's your own critical reasoning according to you. All right. Now, my own view and my own critical reasoning in this whole thing to derive motive from what Wumi must have referred to as Mohbad was dead already. Okay. Now let me drag you guys back to the reason why Mohbad terminated the contract with him and Naira Marley.
Okay.
Remember, even the father testified to this, that Mohbad had to, open his own record
label, yeah.
as at 2022 October. And Mohbad lawyer wrote to Aziz, that's Naira Marley, on the 15th, that's on Tuesday, on the 15th of October 2022. Informing him this is my reason of terminating this contract. And his reason there for terminating the contract was because of the violent attack on Mohbad.
Exactly.
So Mohbad has always been attacked by this guy, Naira Marley, even before he wrote
for us
to them with the intention that he wants to terminate the contract.
I want to survive.
Now, that is where she was coming from. Because the continuous bully and the continuous attack.
Too much.
Living in fear. If you are living in fear, then you are not living. If your every move is always being monitored, you are not living. Now, since 2019 till date, Mohbad catalog, Mohbad royalties and what is due to Mohbad has not been fully paid by Naira Marley.
You see,
Now, this is the
even
motive.
till now, Naira
They are
Marley
in
still
court
eating
up to
money.
date. Even before his death, they were in court.
Motive for what, please?
Wait now.
You said this is the motive.
This, and that's what I'm trying to explain now. Now, this can be a motive. This guy is in court while he was still alive with the Naira Marley's record in the quest to retrieve his catalog, royalties, EPs that is still being controlled by this same record boss, Naira Marley. All right, and we're talking about money here. We're talking about a lot of money.
Exactly.
Because if you should look just in the angle of streaming alone, a celebrity.
No. You are deviating. You said wait now. No, it's just for me to get clarity. I don't want to go back. You said this is the motive. Are you saying from the motive you're talking about?
Kill for money.
No. Whose motive? Naira Marley's motive.
Mm-hmm.
So you are saying it's Naira Marley that killed him. That is what you are saying. All right.
There's a possibility.
So that you then explain that.
And
that's what I want to say.
Now the possibility is that now you are owing this guy, you've not paid him.
But that will not be by him. Not be that one fight him or anti-Wumi.
In fact, the reason why he opted out because of you were always coming for him violently. That already puts him in fear. Now this one person that you're already coming at everywhere he goes to, wrote to you that, see, I'm not ready to do this anymore because of this particular violence every now and then. And moreover, I need my pay. You need to pay me what you're owing me for the past since I signed up to you since 2019. That we are in court. You've not even paid up till date. And this guy has already come out to even cry to the public that if anything happens to him, they should hold you responsible. For the fact that he's not even there and you have a case with this guy, you can have that motive to take him out so that there will not be any case for you to answer. That is the motive, because we're talking about money. Money is involved here, and people can do anything for money.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
You know, the motive. I'm reason for me, I don't question people's motive. I've got my thinking, and I've said where I took it from. Now, issue of Naira Marley that is well established, and he's been charged to court, but is on bail, and according to the petition, was issue of bullying. Number one.
And it was released.
Number two, the issue of label. It is in court, yes or no?
Yes, it's in court. Up to
all right.
Date.
Now, why for me? There are many cases of label and artists that have always been, and many a times, 80% it is the label that always win, because label always have tight contracts. So labels hardly, I'm talking from cases that have been won and the ones that are out to read, hardly go to want to kill an artist because they will win mostly anyways. Because it is based on
guys, share
contracts.
this update. We all the seek
They will
for
win
justice
mostly.
in different
So
ways and
personally,
different narrative.
let me just finish my thought. Personally, I don't see that as a motive. Let me take the case of. Let me take the case of.
Remember the reason why Mohbad terminated.
Let me take the case of this. It doesn't matter the reason why it terminated its contract. I don't have issues with that. It's a business thing. Now, let me say the reason why. There are cases. Case of King Daniel before he changed his name. You have case of King Sunny Ade with Alagbada Records. King Sunny Ade, then it was Gani Faweyimi who was a French lawyer then that won it for King Sunny Ade. King Sunny Ade was not going to get anything out of that thing because of the contract. He was going to lose. He knew, but all he wants was his freedom. But he wants something. King Daniel not sorted his own out. A number, just 2 cases like that. So it has never, even during King Sunny Ade, where it is more of juju that they use fight themselves, they not kill each other. So for me, assault and bullying, yes, it has been established against Naira Marley and Samilari, because Samilari kind of testified to that. But that, I don't think so. But this thoughts or this side effects that they said Mohbad even tried to commit suicide, he hallucinates, he does that. The question I'm still asking is this. What medical treatment was he getting? Or is it that whenever he does those hallucinations, they just lock him in a room? How have they been treating him?
Who diagnosed that?
And when his wife, I just want people to go and listen to the latest audio, because that is where I picked this one from. I've never spoken like this on this like this. I was just thinking back. I've always say, just answer the question, what killed him, not what killed him days before and all that. But I try to backtrack and begin to think. Continuously, that is what she's saying. And in that one, she said, we went through hell. Myself and him, we suffered. His medicals have stayed with him. Even when he does not have anything. Even when he couldn't sleep. We need to pet him to sleep. We need to treat him like a baby. To feed him. Because at times he doesn't want to eat. He doesn't want to do that. That for me is literally talking about food. Something is wrong with this guy. What medicals? What have they been giving him? And that is why when I make my own submission, I bring some examples of things that happen in other climes. That is my thought anyways.
Okay.
And it's just for me to put it like that. But like you said, if it is because of this, can you give me some examples of record labels, maybe in Nigeria, that have had issues like this and the matter is in court and it's being aired, and in between they kill the artist?
Now let me tell you. Okay, this is not about giving you example. This is about
come on now, guy. Top movie. You know the way we discuss.
You know the way we discuss.
Yeah.
You know the way we discuss.
This is critical thinking.
Let's discuss rationally.
Yes,
and you also need to give it some examples.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that at least.
So what I'm doing here.
Yes,
all right.
Please do.
Who is not happen to like Mohbad when he's sick by on the process?
That is you. I won't have to go, asking you, why will you? Because to me, what you said, you can just phantom me to be like, okay, this is what you reason, all right? Now I'm telling you, this is the reason why I believe she had to make that comment that she made, that he has done.
And you say you are not phantoming your own, because now, you said I phantomed mine.
Yes.
It's based on what?
Mine is based on what is on ground, okay?
Mine is based on what she said. So go and listen to her audio.
People kill themselves.
Listen to her audio. Mine, it was based on what she said recently.
She said,
and you are talking about what happened like a year ago. I'm talking about what she said recently. And you said I'm phantoming my own, but you are not phantoming your own. You got your own evidence. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. Come on, guy.
I'll get back to you. I don't want you to take me back. Okay.
Come on, guy. Come on.
People kill for money.
Yes.
For 1 million naira, they can kill. All right.
Now, even for 500 naira, 5 naira, people kill.
Now we are talking about.
But put it in perspective of what we are talking about.
I'm talking about money that is clouded around hundreds of millions.
What are you talking about? These hundreds of millions comes after Mohbad died. That is when people begin to quantify the money he made.
No.
You've not seen hundreds of millions when he was alive.
No.
Did you?
No.
Did you see hundreds of millions while he was alive?
You have not been listening to me. I said since 2019. Since 2019, I'm not talking about 2020. I'm not talking about 2021. I'm not talking about 2022. Since
when
2019,
when did Malia Records release Mohbad?
2022.
What? 2022? Yes.
That was when he pulled out.
That was when was he released? You know, Naira Marley came out and said they've sorted things. And it doesn't have anything to do with it. Yes or no. But there are cases in court.
That is a lie. If they have sorted things,
it's a lie. Who's lying? Me or what they say?
I mean, Naira is lying because you know.
You
don't want to accept what Naira said.
I think
you want to accept what
you are avoiding the obvious. You
Now
are
you dey avoid.
Wait, Aristo, for the fact that they are still in court, for Mohbad catalog, royalties, and his EPs, that is still being controlled by Naira, that certainly means that they have not resolved anything.
No. Do you understand the contract of record label and artist? Have you gone through any? Maybe you should Google one and read it out. In record in 100 years, they are making money. They are for the company.
No.
Do you know? In ICT?
That's not how it's done, okay? Because me,
How is it done?
I work
How
with
is
a
it
lot
done?
of entertainment industries, okay?
How is it done?
Record, okay, look at how it's done.
Tell me how
When
it's done.
you're signed into a record